Welcome to your seated yoga stretch with core. This will be about a 10 to 15 minute class and we'll take it all on our mat. So it'll be a nice way to balance your body, to revitalize and get some more energy and work our core a little bit. So we can start right here from a seated position. So all you need, first of all, is just your mat. You won't really need a yoga block, but if that's something you routinely use, we have them pictured here, you can feel free to use that. Water if you need it throughout class as well. Okay, so we'll just be in a nice seated position, just relax. Let's just take a couple breaths here. So think of nice and tall from your sit bones up through the nape of your neck. Maybe we blink our eyes closed. Relax your hands, bend the elbows. Just taking a few breaths here. Just allows us to come into our space. Helps transition from wherever we just were into today's class. Wonderful. How about one more deep breath? Extending your spine just another ½ inch. And relax. All right, we can blink our eyes open from this position. You can put one hand to the side. We're just going to take just a few nice and easy side bends, side stretches. And I don't want you to force anything at this point, but we could try to maintain our sit bones on the mat. So try not to lift up through one of your hips. Feeling a nice side body stretch. Good. Continue inhaling as you reach overhead. Just 2 more. Beautiful. All right, we can come back to center. Let's just go ahead and kind of crawl our fingertips out a little bit. We might kind of work our sit bones back. I love to think of this as an extended child's pose variation that just opens our hips up even more. It might even borderline on a little bit of, I don't know, uncomfortableness or a deep stretch through those hips. And take whatever you need out of it. Maybe we try to lower our chest a little bit further towards the ground or towards our legs. Good, and we'll roll up nice and slow. Work your hands back. We're going to go ahead and set those behind your body, your palms down. We're going to open up our chest, shoulders back, extend your heart, extend your chest, lift your chin. Does that feel amazing? Wonderful. We can come out of that. Let's take a few wrist rolls right here. Good. We're going to help ourselves into an extended child's pose position. So however you'd like to get there, maybe we kind of swing our legs around, come to our knees, and just sit back right here. Good. And you can take a normal child's pose too if you would rather. Knees a little closer, top of the head on the mat, wrists by your feet. Or we can open up a bit with that extended child's pose. Knees come towards the edges of your mat. And take a few breaths here. And what we'll do is practice a little bit more of a sinking breath. That just means on the exhale, we're going to try to sink deeper into our stretch. Let's do one more. And exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll rise up just into a hands and knees position. Good, right here, a little tabletop. From here, we'll take just a few push backs into child's pose. I'm not sure what else to really call that, but just maneuvering ourselves in and out of child's pose. How about that? But I'd love for you to kind of make this your own. Maybe we start to move a little bit forward past that 90 degrees, and then we push right back. So just gaining a little bit of mobility here. Breathing with our movement. Awesome. And you can meet me back into that tabletop right here. We'll take a cat and cow. So settling in, we've got our wrists underneath our shoulders. We've got our knees underneath our hips. We'll inhale to prepare and exhale into cat. We're going to tuck our tailbone under, tuck our chin towards our chest. Spine articulates to the ceiling. And when you're ready to inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, eyes up, chin up. And exhale into cat. And inhale into cow. I'm going to let you go here. You breathe as you need to. Breath with movement whenever you're ready. Keep flowing. Gaining some mobility and flexibility in our spine here. And we can come back to neutral when you are ready. Let's sit back a little bit on our heels or feet there. We're going to take just a few wrist stretches, so knuckles down. And don't force this. Just nice and easy. And then we'll flip around our palms. Good, so fingertips face towards your body. Should feel pretty good. All right, we'll come back to kind of our standard wrist position. Moving into spinal balance, we're going to go ahead and lift our opposite arm and leg up and grounding down through our base knee and hand and lower down. And we'll start to move with our breath. So inhale as you rise and exhale as you lower. There you go. Good, wonderful strengthener for our back and our glutes. Back side of our core here. Beautiful. And release. You've got it for 4 and 3 and 2. Good, and 1. Nice, a little challenge here. I know we talked about a little bit more core within the sequence. You're going to tuck your toes under here, and we're just going to lift our knees off of the mat. So it's just a hover. You can think hover tabletop or a real bent knee plank, right? Kind of the same thing right here. You can always set those knees down for a second and lift back up. I know it's a bit of a challenge holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, listen, and 4. We're going to move into a full plank. All right, so you're just going to walk your hands out, extend your legs back, option for kneeling plank, option for forearm plank. You're here for just 10 seconds. Beautiful. And let those knees come underneath you. Push back, extended child's pose. Good. From here, we'll inhale up to our hands and knees. We'll shift forward a little bit into our kneeling plank and lower down. So a little bit of work on our stomach here. From here, our feet are just top of our feet flat on the floor. Whatever is comfortable for you here. We're going to take a few cobra raises to strengthen our spine here. So we'll start in a neutral position with our head. We'll go ahead, using our back strength, we're going to peel our chest up off the floor. Maybe to about that belly button lifting ever so slightly and lower back down. And inhale to rise, eyes up, peel your chest off the mat. You should feel your entire spine working here and deep into those glutes as well. Good. And just one more. Good, and let that go. All right, we're gonna crisscross our hands just right in front. You can rest your chest, or excuse me, your chin. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. We lost connection on something. Let me take that part out. Okay. No. And I'll keep going. Yeah. We'll go ahead and move into half bow. We're just going to bring a foot back here into this nice stretch for our quadricep. We'll think of pushing our hip into the mat a bit, or just maybe grounding it down is a better word. You can again rest your chin on your knuckles. And we'll switch sides. And you can swap out your hand. We'll reach back for that foot right here. And if you want to flex your foot, you sure can. Whatever works here for you is just fine. But feeling a stretch in our quadricep up into our hip. Beautiful. We'll let that go. All right, we'll set up for full bow if you'd like. Otherwise, we can do another set of that half bow. So we'll come on up right here, holding on to our feet. And we'll lift up, kick through your hands, eyes up, chest up. And lower down. Wonderful. We'll do one more set of that. Again, if you're doing half bow, you'll do your other side. Bring our hands back around for that second set. Good. And when you're ready, we'll lift up, kick into those hands, knees lift, chest is up, tops of the ribs up, and release. Fantastic. All right, pushing back into extended child's pose. Take a stretch, well deserved. Beautiful. We'll inhale to our Hands and knees position again, tabletop, another hover plank series right here. So we'll tuck our tailbone, or excuse me, our toes under and lift our knees up. Good, nice flat back, nice strong core. And breathe. Should feel like a bit of a challenge, one that you can do. Hold 4 and 3 and 2. Get ready for that full plank. Again, you have options here for kneeling plank or forearm plank, low plank right there. You've got it. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Knees can come down underneath you. Oh, we can push back into a quick child's pose, but we are going to go ahead and swing around to a seated position. All right, wonderful. Okay, now from here, we are gonna go ahead and lower ourselves down, okay? So you're gonna come all the way down onto your back. Good, and let's just bring knees into chest. Knees to chest right here. Good. Now you can hold onto the top or underneath, that's completely fine. Just letting our spine be for a few seconds here. And then feet will be flat on the floor. You can wind them out a little bit for a windshield wiper. Just gonna go side to side right here. Feeling a nice kind of gentle twist in the spine. My spine always cracks a bit here. Good. All right, from here, we'll go ahead and take a little hip lift here. So we're gonna lift up into a bridge. So peel yourself up here. Maybe we work our shoulders underneath just ever so slightly. If you want to, you can take a little kind of basket grip underneath your body. And one thing I love to do too is walk my heels a little closer to my hands where I can maybe hold on to my heels or ankles. Lifting the hips up nice and high. Get a little bit of constriction through the throat. Beautiful, and lower down nice and slow. Good, knees to chest. Good, and release down right here. Beautiful. We'll go ahead, second set of bridge. So we'll peel our spine off from the tailbone up to those shoulders. And again, options stay here. We could shimmy the shoulders underneath, basket grip, or go ahead and walk it back to hold on to those ankles. Good. A little bit higher and lower down. Good. Knees to chest. One more time. Good. All right, we're going to go ahead and either rock ourselves up to a seated position or roll to your side and help yourself up. All right, now from here, we'll do a little bit of reverse tabletop and boat combo, which I love. So for boat pose, there's some more core for us there. Arms extend, we just lean back to a nice angle where you feel your abs kick on. We're gonna hold right there. Option to have your feet up and have those legs straight, but don't feel like you have to. All right. Now from here, we're gonna set our hands down behind us, plant your feet, lift up into that reverse tabletop. And sit down, and then we're back in the boat. Let's see where I'm going here with this. All right, feet down, hands down, lift, reverse tabletop, and come down into boat. Let's do 2 more. Nice job. Good. All right, feet down, stay in your boat, hands are at center, just a few gentle rotations. Good. Now you can always hold a yoga block for this, or even a dumbbell if you wanted to. Nice, just 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna work our sit bones back. Just a few little stretches here before we continue with a few more poses on our back. So from here, we're gonna take a seated forward fold. So we're gonna reach down towards our feet. I am not so flexible here, so I'm gonna cheat, bend my knees, hold on to my toes or else my feet or my costume somewhere, and then I'm gonna work my sit bones back. Then I find myself, okay, now I'm into that stretch, right? Knees can stay bent. We think to fold our chest over our legs. So it'd be great to maybe use that stretch strap at this point too. That would be a good prop for this if you need that. Good. Working to fold over a little bit more here. Good. And release. We'll drum those knees around a little bit there. Good. And it's time to lower down onto our back. So we'll go ahead, come on down nice and controlled. We'll go ahead and move into a little happy baby. So you can access the outside of your foot or the inside arch, whatever feels good to you. We're driving our knees down towards our chest. Kind of fun to maybe move around here as well. Maybe we straighten our legs out a bit or sway side to side. Whatever you would like to do works here. Good. We'll take one more breath. All right, let's take knees to chest. Bring both knees into your chest, moving into spinal twist. We'll leave one of our knees into our chest. Other leg goes extended. Give it a little tug. All right, we're gonna go ahead and guide that knee across your body, moving into that twist. Feel free to shimmy the bottom hip underneath that top. The arm's gonna come out to the side, having that ringing out sensation in our spine, melting into the mat. Another opportunity for our sinking breath. Inhales will happen, and on the exhale, try to melt a little deeper into the stretch. One more breath here. Beautiful. We can make our way gently out of that stretch. Perhaps you guide yourself. Come back into knees to chest one last time. Sometimes that helps to reset and make our spine happy again. Other knee drives into the chest. Give it a tug. We'll set up our other side here. When you're ready, you'll go ahead and guide that knee across the body. Let it fall to the side. Stack your hips. And we melt into the floor. Now that arm can just be right by your side or it can be up, whatever works for your shoulder. With every exhale, we melt deeper into the mat. One more breath. Good. We'll bring our knees into our chest one final time right here. Give yourself a hug. Maybe we let our head lift up a little bit, make ourselves into a ball, feel a little intensity there. And then let it all go. Extend our legs nice and long. Maybe arms reach overhead just for a few seconds. Inhale. And we'll let that tension go in the upper body, arms by your sides. Final relaxation. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Good. And when you're ready to kind of come back into your space here and transition, we can start to wiggle our fingers and our toes. Maybe we just put our feet flat on the floor and roll to the side. Help ourselves up to a seated position. Wonderful job. Let's just take 2 breaths in and then we'll say goodbye for the day. Thank you for joining me for some seated yoga with a little extra core today. Good. One more time. And exhale. Namaste.